Hello everybody and welcome to Jerry's Stamps. Sorry I couldn't do a video yesterday, but it was just far too hot in here. I opened the door and it's just like a wall of heat. So today it's a bit cooler and I've got the door open. It's overcast, so there's not direct sunlight. So it's a lot more comfortable. So anyway, enough waffling. Today I'm going to show you my Great Britain collection, which is housed in this album. So I'll open it up and we'll take a look. So as I like to do with most of my albums now, so I've got a book I bought for 50p with flags in it and stuff, so I just use that and cut them up. So there we have the flag of Great Britain, or the United Kingdom as it's also known. And then these first stamps are Queen Victoria, 1837 to 1901. These are the line engraved issues, and these have letters in the lower corners. And we're going to start off with 1840, the very first ever postage stamp. Or should I say self-adhesive postage stamp. And here we have the penny black, which some of you may have seen in my previous video. It was a really good find and one I'm very proud of. It's not one of the best penny blacks, but it's still something I'm very proud of. It's something I've wanted for years, and I managed to get this for a very, very good price. It does have a Maltese cross on there. You can maybe just see it. It's quite faint. And it does have one of the margins cut very slightly on the bottom right, but for me, it's a very special stamp. It's my very first penny black, and yeah, I really like it. So moving on from that, these ones are from 1841. And we have the 1D red there. This is imperforate, which means there's no perforations on it. I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see that. Very nice. And then the next one is one of my favourites as well. This is a twopenny blue or 2p blue. I just like it because I like the colour. Blue is one of my favourite colours. And then moving down, 1854 to 1857. I have these two. So we have a 1D red there. Not a bad example, but this time these are perforated. So that's quite nice. And then next to that we have a slightly better penny blue. 2p blue, sorry. So I do like those. And you're probably wondering why I've put the values at the bottom there. These are real world values, not catalogue values. So this just helps my family out in later life if I happen to pass away or anything like that. You know, it sounds a bit morbid, but it gives them an idea of how much the stamps are actually worth if they choose to sell them. I don't know if you can see him, guys, but there's Charlie. We call him Charlie. On my door, the cheeky devil. How is John? Cheeky devil he is. Anyway, back to stamps. These are stamps with letters in all four corners now. These are from 1858 to 1870. So the first one here is a half D red, Queen Victoria. And this one's perforated. And it's got plate 5. So stamps, when they're printed using plates, and these plates have numbers on them, and some of these plates are worth more than others, obviously due to scarcity, and they didn't print so many and so on. And this one just happens to be a plate 5. It's not worth much, but to me, you know, it is. It's the happiness and the, you know, the joy I get from it more than anything. Next to that is not a bad penny red there. That one's plate 167. So the penny reds were printed. There were quite a lot of plates, and the one everybody wants is plate 77. If you've got one of them, you're going to be a very rich man or woman. So look out for those. There are not very many though, unfortunately, but you never know. Next to that is a 1.5D red. That's quite nice. I do like that design. And then next to that we have another 2p blue, which isn't a too bad stamp. Moving down, I don't have any of the halfpenny value plates as of yet. Now we come to the penny reds, and this is all of the plates. So as I mentioned earlier, penny reds were printed using different plates. There was quite a lot, so I'm trying to get as many as possible. Don't have too many at the moment, but the ones I do have, I have put in the album. So there we have a example of plate 80 there. And the way to tell the plates is here along the margin there is numbers in the, sometimes they're inside the lattice work. I'll just see if I can zoom up so you can see that. I don't know if you can see the numerals there, but we have the 8 there and the 0 there. So that tells you that that's a plate 80. Moving down, I have a plate 87. So again, if I zoom in, you should be able to see the 8 on the 7 there. Moving on, plate 89. That one's a little bit trickier to see, but you can see it. Plate 90, this is a good example. So there you can see the 9 at the edge of my fingernail there. And then you can see the 0 there as well. And it's the same on the other side. So that one's a plate 90. And then the next one we come to, plate 95. And that's the silly pigeon on the conservatory roof making a racket. I do apologise. Plate 99 there. So again, you can see just about see the 9 and the other 9 there on that. And then I have plate 103. Plate 108 there. If I zoom out, you can see those stamps on there. And as you can see, guys, there are a lot of plates for these penny reds. So the next one I have is plate 119, plate 120. Some of these are in better condition than others. Plate 123 there with a very nice sort of diamond cancellation there with 18 on. I'll have to find out where that is. Plate 124. Then we have plate 130 there. Plate 134. Plate 135. Where are we? Plate 140 there. Then we have a plate 144, but it's a bit cut up. It's not very good, that one, so I'm hoping to replace that one with a better example. The same with this one, it's a little bit cut up there on the bottom, but it is an example of plate 145. Some of these I'm hoping to replace, for better ones at a later date. We have a plate 150 there. Then we have a plate 155. (157). And there's even more. So there we have plate 169. Moving across, we have plate 176. Then we have plate 190. Oh, that's better. Not quite as blurred. And then, yes, there's even more plates. So now we're up to plate 212. It's not a too bad example. I like the London cancel on there. Plate 215 there. Be interesting to know with these numbers where these stamps are actually posted from. There is a website you can go on. I've forgotten what it's called now, but it tells you what these numbers correspond to. Where there you can use AI as well, things like Gemini and Microsoft Copilot. They will tell you some as well. So moving on, bit of free advertising there for them. Plate 224. That's quite a nice one. It's a more rare plate, that, so the stamp is worth a little bit more. So that's quite nice. So that's those. Moving down, I don't have any of the 3 penny, half penny, 3 half penny values at the moment. I don't have any of those either, the 2 penny value plates. Or the embossed issues, and I probably won't get these because these are quite highly priced. So I have the spaces. If I ever find them in a stamp album that I've bought, at a good price, you never know. I got the penny black, so one can dream. And on to the next page. I've put all the labels out for all of these, but as you can see, I don't have the stamps put in yet. And it's the same on this page. So what I'm eventually going to end up doing is I am going to write out every single stamp that's in the Stanley Gibbons catalogue. And then I'm going to just fill the spaces, when I get the stamps. And it's a lot of work, I'll give you that. But for me, this tells me what stamps I need. And I like the layout, and it just works best for me. So that's how I like to do it. And that's it for now, guys. Sorry, it's only a short video, but due to the extreme heat we've had lately, it's been hard to do work really, because I usually do most of it in our conservatory or the room next door to it, and that gets quite hot as well. So some days are just impossible to do it, to do anything with stamps. But it's a nice cool day today. So what I'm going to do now, once I finish this video, is get out the Luxembourg collection, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to alternate between the Great Britain collection and the Luxembourg collection. So one week you'll see Luxembourg, the other week Britain, Luxembourg, Britain, and so on. So next week it'll be Luxembourg. So I'm going to get that out now and sort the stamps out. And I hope you join me to watch that too. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do like my videos, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot and helps out my channel and doesn't cost you anything. If you like my videos, please do leave likes, and also please feel free to comment too. I respond to all comments, and I don't bite. So, positive or not, please do comment too. And take care of yourself, guys, especially in this heat. And make sure you drink plenty and, stay cool. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.